Greetings and welcome to this week's magical message. I hope you all have had a wonderful week so far, had a wonderful weekend. And today we're going to do this reading a little bit differently. We're going to do an 8-day read since I didn't do one earlier in the week. So make sure that you all like and subscribe and share this so that others can get a chance to listen to this read as well. I feel like it's going to be something that's really beneficial. And I feel like it's going to help some people to finally let go of some spaces that they've been in or just that they've been moving out of. And maybe they just aren't sure that they have completely closed that cycle out. So we're going to go get started with the overview. We're going to start with the overview for the weekend. So we have Dancer 7, Illusions Depths in reverse. We have 7 of Baskets with the Son of Coins. So during this weekend, you're going to be getting some clarity, so much needed clarity. I feel like even if you weren't consciously working towards gaining this clarity, things have just been divinely happening so that you get this clarity. I feel like it's going to be around people and situations. Maybe some that you were really trusting of, maybe some that you thought were going to be beneficial to you in some way or another, because I feel like there's an element of realizing someone's betrayal. For some of you, this could just, I feel like some of you could end up feeling kind of down a little bit. You may even feel like, depending on the situation, this may be this could be a really painful realization. But I feel like for most of you, though, this is something that you've already kind of been aware of. I feel like you're not necessarily going to know who this person is before this time comes, but you've already been in the space you're prepared to accept that truth, if that makes any sense. So it's not like you're waiting around for, liars and this and third to come out. But at the same time, you understand that you're leaving an old cycle behind. And so you know that there are going to be people and things that, that close out. So I feel like regardless, though, whatever situation, whether it is something that's, you're dealing with a person who's betrayed you, or just a person or situation that's no longer really serving your highest interest, you're going to be moving forward with a lot of clarity. And this is clarity, like I said, that is divinely timed. Okay, so this is the time that you're needing to get it, because you now have the tools to move forward and really process what's going on and move forward in a powerful way that's really going to benefit you. Okay. So as we move into the overview for this week, we have the Father of Knives, Gift of Telling, 5 of Coins, 9 of Baskets, Dreamer 2, which is Half Moon Truth, so 10 of Sticks, and Dancer King, which is a gift of wisdom. So this week, there's going to be some transformation. I feel like especially during the Monday through Wednesday, there's going to be some major energies around transforming what it is that you've known, what it is that you believe, how it is that you look at the world. There are going to be some major shifts and changes, because I feel like over the weekend, there are going to be some major things ending, leaving, clearing out, old ways of doing things. And so when you come in to Monday with this new energy coming in, or having had begun to come in, you're walking into a space that's reconfiguring itself, right? You are shifting. You're in the midst of a reality shift. So the Father and I can talk about, there being periods of time or situations that have just, they've run out of time. It's time to close those cycles out. So that energy of closing out, the gift of telling, she deals with, the messages. But there's also an element here of change. She's in the picture, there are fall leaves here. So there's still this element of change, of shifting, of going into a space where maybe you are being more reflective, or maybe you just have time to reflect more because you've gotten over the hurdle. Right. So you may get to a point during the beginning of this week where you experience a very quick, very fast moving breakthroughs and things in your life beginning to move in a better way. I feel like there'll be an element of feeling a little overwhelmed, not because it's negative things, but because these things are so major and they're so, and they're coming in so quickly. It's like just having all of those things made available to you may feel a little overwhelming. So just, take your time and relax and allow yourself to just kind of flow with it. You're bringing in a lot of stuff, and I feel like, you've worked for the things that you've gotten. It's just that it needed time for that breakthrough to happen so that you could come through and really show off who you are, what it is that you've learned, and really move powerfully into the direction that, you're choosing to go into now that you've closed out this cycle. So looking at the 9 of baskets with that half moon truce and the 10 of sticks, there is a balancing that's taking place. There's confirmation of success, of having had reached your goal, where it is that you've been working to get to. You've reached that. You've gone through the fire, you've made the compromises, the sacrifices, you have been patient, you have gone without in some cases. You've done a lot to get to this point, but they're confirming that you're going to have everything that you need. You have graduated. Right now you have the gift of wisdom, Dancer King, with the big house. So the Dancer King talks about the emotions, the feelings, that kind of thing, and utilizing that wisdom. So making sure that, you're taking time to really reflect on how it is in the past you've moved emotionally. How have you learned? What wisdom have you learned about moving with those emotions and masterfully with them, so that they really do for you what it is that they really can do. They offer you the opportunity to tap into where you are and connect with whatever that truth is, right? So maybe it's a situation that hurt you, and, maybe normally you would have got sucked into those feelings of feeling hurt, right? And feeling betrayed and feeling let down and disappointed. But maybe the wisdom that you've learned along the way, instead, it teaches you to take those energies, recognize that you feel hurt because of something, X, Y, and Z that happened. And instead of burying it inside of you, you can learn to transmute those energies. Okay? So that as you move forward, those things produce beautiful things, produce things that help you to grow in positive ways, right? And we have the big house, which is a Tower card. So this is coming in with massive change, massive shifts in your feeling, your emotion, how you are creating your world. I feel like that piece, in addition to, those beliefs, but the feelings that power those beliefs are going to be the thing that really helps to turn this week around for you all in a really powerful way. And not even turn it around like it was headed in a bad direction, but just pushing it further in a direction that really supports the transformation that's taking place, so that you can really maintain and sustain all that you're creating. So now we're going to get into the breakdown of the weekend and then the week. So we have the Justice card, Born of Joy, Kingdom Prospers, and Pan, with the 7 of Sticks, Big Mama, which is the Sun card, Railroad Bill, which is the Chariot card, and it's in reverse, and then the 3 of Knives. So I feel like over the weekend, I feel like there are some ways that maybe you've had to stand your ground. You may even find yourself standing your ground over the weekend, just in terms of what it is that is just for you and how it is that you want to move forward. I feel like those ways are going to be seen. I feel like, there are going to be individuals that get a chance to really witness how it is that you have moved. The Dancer 6 is like that 6 of the 6 of Cups. So there could be an element here of maybe this is something that you have been doing in the past, and so that's being illuminated. Maybe because of that, there's reward that's coming in. Maybe reward that maybe it was supposed to have come in already. Maybe you've had some interference. Maybe there've just been obstacles. Maybe there have been other little things that have just taken place that have gotten in the way of this manifestation coming in. But I definitely see it coming in. And whatever it was that you were having to fight off in the past to maintain this sense of justice, this sense of balance, you're not having to do anymore. I feel like, there may even be an offer that's on the table. And maybe this person has watched or has seen you, as they're giving you, they're recognizing you for the effort that you've put in. And I feel like whatever blessing you receive over the weekend and what you do with it is going to have a huge impact on what the rest of your week and the rest of your upcoming days, just period, look like. Because there's an element here of like, you could take whatever this blessing is and squander it. But this really is an opportunity for you to show that wisdom, that emotional and that mental maturity that you've gained as you've gone through the processes of just clearing out, reassessing, healing, clearing out. You've gone through that cycle, right? So I feel like there's a lot that you've gained, and you have the opportunity to take this blessing that's coming in and do something really, really beautiful with it. Do something that's really going to change your life and impact your life in ways that you really deserve, and those that are around you as well. So yeah, now we're going to move into the middle of the week with Wednesday, or the beginning of the week with Monday and Tuesday. Now, there was one thing that I wanted to say, and I think that card actually comes up at some point in this read. And it does. It comes up with Monday and Tuesday. But there's an energy with that Chariot card being in reverse. Like it may be moving. It may be something from the past that's moving in really fast. So you may have someone reach out from the past, or either something that's been going on since the past, or it's been going on, but it's like it's coming back up. And now that you've had whatever this breakthrough is, it's happening very, very quickly. So this isn't something you're waiting on to take place. This is something that is coming very quickly. And because it's coming so quickly, you could end up with like that feeling of feeling overwhelmed, which could lead you into like this Pan card here that could cause you to make some rash decisions or just move faster with it than you need to because it's moving so fast. There is a magic that you're going to learn over the weekend of balancing everything that's coming in without needing to go out and do something with it. So let's say if this is money that you're receiving, right? Learn to save that money instead of immediately going out and spending everything. If this is a new relationship, right? Take your time to get to know this person. Take your time to, allow them to get to know you. Even if everything is clicking really fast, everything is kind of moving pretty fast, it doesn't mean that you miss some of those steps in there, because those steps are important, right? And if you don't take those steps later on down the road, you'll find yourself feeling overwhelmed. You'll find yourself feeling kind of lost in the sauce, trying to figure everything out, right? So just take your time. So as we move into Monday and Tuesday, we have the Freeman, the 8 of Sticks, which is that card I was telling you about moving very quickly. We have the Judgment card, Gift of Reason, Father Sims, 4 of Sticks, Hope Discarded, Warrior Prince, and the 10 of Knives. So I feel like Monday and Tuesday, you're going to be assessing a decision that you've made. There's going to be something that you've done that you've gotten clear on enough to make a decision, and you're kind of going back to look at that. I feel like, you may be taking some kind of leap of faith, and that's what you're assessing. Kind of like, okay, I'm taking this jump. Am I doing the right thing? I'm taking this jump. Have I crossed all my T's and dotted all my I's? But you're just kind of going back in and reassessing, looking at what it is that has taken place now that you've moved past this particular part of your journey, looking back to what it is that you've learned, what it is that you've gained, so that you can prepare yourself for how you want to move forward. I feel like you moving forward with a plan is going to be very important because it'll help you not to squander the blessings that are coming in. Now, the Eight of Sticks again talks about just that fast movement. It could be in communication, ideas, and thoughts. But I also feel like this is also talking about, you know, communication, thoughts, or ideas that cause your physical world to shift or to change very quickly. The 8 is a double 4. So we're talking about something that's got a lot of stability. It's got a lot of a strong foundation, right? It's been doubled up. So this energy is very strong. It's very powerful. It's very, very assured, reassuring. And it's sitting with the Judgment card, followed by the Father Sims card. There's a very fast balancing that is taking place here based on what has already happened, right? This is judgment. So judgment has come in, having had looked at what's gone on, having had looked at, okay, all of these different elements of your life, of your relationships, of your mindset, of your emotions, looking at all of those things to bring greater balance into the space. And then we have the 4 of Sticks with Hope discarded, Gift of Spirit, and the 10 of Knives. So 4 of Sticks with Hope discarded, I feel like, you've gone through some things within your home, within your family, maybe marriage, that has caused you to, you've changed your mind. There could be some heartbreak that's there, but you're not thinking about it, or you're not feeling the same kind of way that you had before. Maybe the connection is not there like it had been. I feel like you've gone through something that has caused you to feel very differently about the world, about the people and the things around you, even about your future. I feel like whatever it is you've experienced within this family or this marriage, or even maybe a community of people, right? There was a feeling of loss having been there. And then that 10 of Knives, it feels like, you could have experienced, the 10 of Knives can be a horrible, horrible ending, right? But I feel like just as much as it could be a horrible ending, it could have been that you, with the assistance of Spirit and your guides, you have pushed through to make it out of a situation that maybe normally a person would not have made it out of. Or there's a situation where whatever success you achieve was not what was desired, was not what was intended outside of you, right? So the fact that you've made it through to this point, there is a divine blessing over your journey and over your path, right? You're being asked to see yourself as you really, truly are and move in that judgment, right? Not based off of the past, what you've lost, what you've given up, what's ended, not what you've had to leave behind or close out, but really, really focus on what it is that you truly deserve and move in your life based on that. Okay. So now we have Wednesday and Thursday with the 2 of Coins, Father of Sticks, the Ace of Coins, the Wheel of Fortune, and Warrior 7, which is a Hero's Challenge. So by the midpoint of this coming week, you are going to have definitely brought things into greater balance. I feel like there is that initial overwhelming energy is kind of settling a little bit. You're feeling a lot more self-assured, a lot more clear. I feel like there's a lot more power in your belief. And just in the overall clarity you have in what you're doing and how you're moving forward, the people that are in your space, and you're receiving new money. This could be new things of value as well, because I feel like some of the wealth that you're receiving will not just be financial. I definitely feel that, but I also feel like it's going to be other things of wealth that you're going to be receiving. Now, the Wheel of Fortune with the Hero's Challenge card. Okay, so that makes sense. So with the Wheel of Fortune and the Hero's Challenge card, which is Warrior 7, I felt like there was an energy here of protecting something of value, protecting what is of value. And you have that Ace of Coins. So you're receiving something during the middle of the week that requires your protection, that requires you honoring the fact that it's sacred, or the fact that it's really took something to create whatever this thing is, right? And in you honoring that truth, you're standing in protection of whatever that thing is. So this definitely would not be the energy of, sharing the news all over the place. This is not the energy of, playing Oprah for a day and everybody gets gifts and things. This is you really moving with wisdom with this. I keep feeling like it's money, but it's other things of wealth as well. But whatever this is has the opportunity to change your life in the ways that you've been wanting. But you've got to remember to use these blessings with wisdom so that they don't run out, so that you don't misuse them and find yourself trying to figure things out all over again, or trying to bring balance back into the space, or clarity back into the space. So make sure that you're minding your own boundaries during the middle of the week. You could have people testing your boundaries, having people testing what it is that is most important to you, or just challenging you on it, I should say. So we're going to move into the end of the week, which is Friday and Saturday. We have the Courting card, the Strength card, the Daughter of Baskets, and Miss Robinson. With the Gift of Courage, Warrior Princess, Strength card, the Elders, and the Empress. So okay, so with the Courting card and Strength, I feel like there's an energy here where you are either you're coming out of a situation, that a relationship of some kind that took something, right? It took some strength, it took some effort, or you're entering into some kind of connection that requires your strength, it requires your faith, your belief, your effort, your energy, your time, right? And there's good news that's coming from it. I feel like, for some of you, it's interesting because I feel like for some of you, this energy is going to be tied to like an ex, or like an ex kind of situation where like you're in the midst of experiencing this newness with whatever this new relationship is, or this new contract is. And you get word about something from the, something old, something from the past, something that is going to help you to just have that confirmation. But I also feel like, within this connection that you have with someone, there could be an offering that comes in and you're really having to, once again, use that wisdom. Maybe don't give in so much to whatever this thing is. Really allow yourself to take your time to see what it is very clearly so that you can hit your target. You can, so that you're closing out this cycle in the ways that you would have wanted to. I feel like whatever this is ancestrally blessed, though, because there is an energy of having had overcome something. There's something within this relationship or a connection, a contract. The Courting card talks about like romantic relationships, but this doesn't have to be romantic. This could be some other kind of partnership or contract where you are, or maybe you had been, basically trying to see if this thing would work, if it was going to be what was most beneficial to you. And it's taken something, right? You've had to move through something. It's taken something for you to get to this point, for you to break through. And you're being met with this offer. And it's like, I keep feeling almost like this Joker energy with all of like, with like that Pan card they came up, which is the Pan card and Miss Robinson are the same card, right? But for both of them to come up, it keeps making me think that, like, you know, there's going to be an element of choice here. Choice to either use your gifts and your wisdom and the powers and strength that you've gained, or to allow yourself to fall into the trap of whether it be drama or, you know, just getting involved with somebody that you know is not the best person for you. You know, maybe this is, you know, whatever it is, whatever that temptation is, right? Don't give in to that temptation. I feel like the minute you remember not to do that, that all that energy would just kind of clear out. All that kind of like, that Joker kind of energy clears out. So you're in a space where you're getting ready to break through. And they're just kind of asking, you sure? You sure I got this over here? You sure you want to close this out? Right? Just keep saying yes. You're sure you want to, you're ready to close this out. You've put in the effort, you've put in the work. And you may even find that it's going to be important for you to be in a space of prayer or meditation or just kind of quiet with yourself at the end of the week, just so that you can clearly see what is coming. I don't feel any, like, you know, heavy energies or anything around it, but I do feel a sense of really needing to just be with yourself, right? Just acknowledge how far you've come, how much work you've put in, and how amazing all of this has been working out, because you realize at so many different points as you're looking back how covered and blessed you've been. You know, ways and that you may not have known how something would happen, or when something would happen, or if something would happen. And then to see all of these things begin to take place. And even more than that, you get a chance to see the power that you have as you're going through, you know, this weekend, over the week. You're getting a chance to see yourself. This week is going to be a huge mirror. So make sure you're taking the time to really look and see what it is that is there to see, and honor that truth. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and close out this reading. I want to thank you all for tuning in. Thank you for sharing, liking, and subscribing. I will be back next week with another read. And until then, you all enjoy the rest of this weekend and next week. Bye.